Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoSarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some of the things that you can do with your alts in Black Desert and why it is so important to make sure you pick up at least a few alts on your account to take advantage of all of these different systems. This is not a comprehensive list of every single thing you can do with them. This is just a list of some things that you may or may not know about that you could use alts for potentially. This was suggested via the Twitch live streams as well, so if you're not part of the Twitch live streams, make sure to stop by one of these weekends and check them out. A lot of fun, and I always take video suggestions and try to make videos with them. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, and let's start off this list. First things first, I am not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you can make a fishing alt. Oh, you can set an alt up in front of your farm and have them farm your farm for you up there so you don't gotta. Oh, no, nothing about these life skills, all right? We're just going to get straight up to things you can do with your alts. And the first one I'm going to talk about is manipulating your storage in different cities. So for example, in my idle storage, when I talk to the good old dude Amerigo here, you will see that my storage is completely full. If I wanted to gain extended storage space, I could take one of my alts, park it with Amerigo right here, talk to him and get his storage, and anything that I'm not using, like these Asula rings that I'm not using, I don't need this tri-crescent blade, I don't need these different processing stones right now, anything that I'm not using at the current time that I don't need for a while, I can dump in the storage of the alt and use it as extended storage. In that same vein, dealing with storage, if you want to send storage or move what city you're located in from one city to the next, you can also use an alt. This game does have a transport feature built into the game. You can send items to any destination you want via clicking the transport button in the bottom. You'll need to pick a wagon, and you'll be limited to a certain number of items that you can send. You can bypass this entire system and do it for completely free, since this costs money, by taking items out of your storage. So let's say I wanted to send all of these items out to a different city, clicking the escape button on the keyboard, clicking disconnect, transport, which will pop up underneath your character's icon right now, and pick whatever city you want to go to. So in an hour, you'll be able to send whatever you want. Normally the transport feature from the storage keeper takes a lot longer than an hour, costs you some money. So by putting these stuff in the inventory of your alt, clicking the transport icon when you go to log out by clicking once again escape, disconnect, transport, and pick the city, you can send stuff to any city for free. Awesome little nifty thing, and that's pretty much the extent of storage manipulation with alts. So just got done editing that little bit back and want to make something clear that might be a little confusing. Let's say you take stuff out of the storage, right, and I put it on the inventory of my character, but then I forget and I'm like, oh no, where did I put it? I can't find it in any storage. You do not have to log on to all of your characters to check your character storage. If you press the escape key on the keyboard, navigate to the disconnect button, you will see a little icon next to any character you're not logged in on. So for example, on my lawn, if I click this icon right here, it will show me the inventory of the lawn. So if I ever for some reason forgot that I put those processing stones on my Valkyrie, I could click that little icon and say, oh, she has my processing stones, I better go get those back. So nifty little feature that you can also do while you're doing this storage manipulation. So the next three things on the list all involve using the energy of your alts to maximum efficiency, and there's a lot of different things you can do with energy besides going and gathering around in the world of Black Desert or tending your own farm. So the first one is your work supervisor. Work supervisors are located in just about every major city and even most minor ones. If you click the Find NPC icon in the top right corner of the screen, look for the worker, it will show you the path to the closest worker icon on the screen. So if you go ahead and talk to the work supervisor here, you'll be able to exchange energy for different workers at 5 energy a pop, and you can keep re-rolling this over and over and over again until you find a worker you like to continue to build your node empire. Hiring workers is a huge energy cost, so being able to spread it across your alts rather than your main character will be a huge benefit. The next thing you can do with energy on alts, in addition to hiring workers, is going to be investing energy into nodes. So what do I mean by investing energy into nodes? For example, I have the Tashira ruins connected to Duvenkroon. Any node that you have connected to a major city, if you invest energy in it, will provide you increased drop rates for mobs in that area. So for example, my node is level 3 in the Tashira ruins. It is currently giving me a 15% drop rate applied to 10% of mobs, aka basically a 1.5% increase to the drop rate. I can invest energy from my character to boost the level of this node. So if I click invest energy, invest the maximum quantity, I will have invested 230 energy to level up this node. As you can see, it takes a ton of energy to continually level these up, but after you reach level 10, it will give you essentially a 5% drop rate increase in the area. So a 5% bonus drop rate for investing energy into nodes. So think of places that you like to grind a lot. So for me, I like to grind the Tashira ruins, I like to grind at Blood Wolves. So I have both of these nodes and I can invest my energy into them, and increase my drop rates at those locations. Nice little nifty system to do with your energy on your alts. And the final thing to do with energy on your alts besides actual life skill themselves are going to be to trade the excess energy in for energy potions that you can send to your main life skiller or gatherer in Black Desert. So to do that, you're going to need to find an alchemist Alustin in the Black Desert world. If you click the search icon in the top corner, type in Alustin, A-L-U-S-T-I-N, search it up. Any one of these Alustin alchemists will allow you to exchange for energy. So if you go and talk to them, click exchange your energy for an energy potion, and you'll get the energy potion in your inventory. If you want more information about energy potions, I do have a guide on energy potions on the channel. And as a quick little tip regarding energy potions, if you're trying to figure out when a character is ready to go for an energy potion, if you navigate to the end game screen, you will see a little flexing arm icon. The little flexing arm icon indicates how much energy the character has. So for example, this assassin right here has 253 energy, and my Kunoichi could go ahead and trade her energy in for an energy potion right now if I wanted to. So just a little tip for exchanging energy potions. And the final two things I'm going to mention in this video are going to be ones that involve positioning your alts in strategic locations to take advantage of different things that you're experienced to in the Black Desert map. That was a lot of words to say put your alts in a place where you can use them. So one interesting place or one useful place to do that is to set an alt up in Duvenkroon, so the city south of Heidel, way down in here in the mountains. The reason you'd want to do this is because Duvenkroon has a daily quest rotation, which your boy Evil Duasarm already has a video of to show you the entire route. But mainly the reason you want to do this rotation is because it gives you 4,000 contribution EXP every single day. So rather than having to run your alt all the way down here or run your main character down here every single day, you can just come on down here on an alt, run these quests in this area, and be able to get that 4,000 EXP per day, which is a ton of contribution EXP. As you know by now, contribution points mean a ton in the game of Black Desert. So being able to get more contribution points is great. There are tons of other rotations that you can do something like this for, where you just set an alt there, log onto it every single day, do the rotation, and then swap. Some other things that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, the Calpheon daily rotation, you've got the Stonetail Ranch rotation for the Dream Horse. There's so many different things you can do with these alts and set them up on for doing quests like this. And last, but certainly not least, and probably the most likely cause for anyone to have an alt in Black Desert, is to set it up as a boss alt. So as you know, or if you don't know already, in Black Desert, bosses spawn periodically at different times every single day during the week. These spawn times can be viewed with a quick Google search. I'll link the link to this one in the description below, but as you can see, all the different bosses and the times they spawn. Most people in Black Desert don't want to run from boss to boss to boss to boss to boss. Additionally, there's some scenarios where there's two bosses that spawn at once, so you can set up a character at one, kill the boss, and then swap to the next. So just straight up posting up a character at a boss spawn, like this one I have it set up at the Karanda boss spawn right here. Having it set there, just swapping to it when the boss spawns, and leaving is a great strategy. Another boss that this is absolutely amazing for is Vel. I have my World Boss Vel guide also out on the channel if you don't know it. But as you can see, he's way out here in the ocean, and you do not want to be making that trip every single day, unless you're like a guild leader taking your guildies out there because you're a good person. At any rate, this is a great way to set up your alts around Black Desert and can save you a ton of time. And that's pretty much everything I want to cover as far as this video is going to go. So these are my biggest recommendations for alts in Black Desert. If you think you got some other ideas that are awesome, let me know in the comment section below. Let other people know what you think in the comment section below. There's a ton of different things you can do with alts, so I know that this isn't the only things that you can do. Now, if you did like the video, if it's going to help you to progress in Black Desert, try out some different things in Black Desert, let me know in the comment section below. Also, make sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed so you stay updated when new content comes out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.